Good evening, this is Corey Rosenblum, and you're watching the TheoTrade nightly video for July 12th, 2018, and we're back to this will it or won't it question. Deja vu. We've seen this before. We did get an initial move from our Tuesday video down away from the 2800 level in the S&P 500, down away from the 25,000 in the Dow futures, and then down away from 7,300 in the Nasdaq. Biggest move really was down from 1710, 1700 in the Russell futures. But wait, we are not just back to where we started, but actually above it in the Nasdaq. In today's nightly video, we want to take a look at what technology and financials, what they're saying, and if there's any major opportunities in some of these leading stocks. The S&P is up into its 2800 spot. It is a key marker that has been resistance 1, 2, 3 times in the past, and we're waiting to see whether this time, not the third time, but the fourth time, is a charm for the bulls. And if so, we do have a breakthrough open air pocket. I'm calling it the alternate thesis, which means we could have a larger than expected move to the upside, because the dominant, or at least majority thesis, I think what most traders are looking at their charts and thinking, is that this level's going to hold, has to hold, can't go any higher. But we know if something unexpected happens, it can trigger, in this case, a short squeeze or a large move in the direction that surprises the bulk of the trading community. And let's take a look at some daily charts, starting with the XLF. The last time we went through the scan was on June 21st. And we discussed financials trading down away from their pivots and then up away from daily chart levels. So we had kind of a 2-for-1 play down toward support and then potentially up away from it. So the financials XLF has held support at this 2650 level, bounced right back to its midpoint magnet at 2750. The ETF is important. If we drill inside the ETF to some of the main components, we'll look again at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is showing relative strength because it is back at the 200-day simple and also threatening or maybe getting ready for a bullish breakthrough beyond $57. So we will be watching this closely in Wells Fargo, that symbol WFC. US Bank Corp, it is at 52 and 49. It also, since the last time we talked about it, fell towards support, bounced off it, just like the broader financial sector. That makes for 4 tests and bounces off the level. Again, the upper breakout pathway. If the S&P is going to go higher, probably these other stocks go with it. So we're watching them in tandem. So US Bancorp has a bullish pathway to 53, maybe higher, if the bulls can take it through 52. But it still is in, at least of this broadcast, this evening video, a sideways trading range. PNC Financial also got the sell swing and the bounce away from. It's in a 5-point trading range. We can extend this over to see the trading range a little bit more clearly. So its spot marker pivot is roughly 140 per share, and a trading range occurs between 135 and 140. Some financials are stronger than others. Morgan Stanley, and we'll see shortly in Goldman Sachs, they are weaker because they are down further away from their 200-day simple and continue the downtrend. They didn't even bounce. They're not really in a trading range. They are in daily chart downtrends. So if you are looking to go long financials, we might look for things that are not in relative weakness to the other ones. Again, Wells Fargo, USB. So JP Morgan, it is in a trading range bouncing through and potentially, if the market goes higher, trades back to 111. Goldman Sachs also has been weak but rallied off of its support. Look at how far away it is from its moving average. That's just an overview quickly of our financial names, and now we'll turn to tech. We'll start with the broader XLK. The XLK is our selector spider. We track it like we do financials. A quick comparison shows XLF is lower beneath the moving average and sideways. XLK technology is actually trending in an up channel above its moving averages. So that's bullish. Not only is it at the prior high, but like the Nasdaq itself, broke to a new all-time high. And that's taking out 72.50 on its way maybe to 73 and beyond. And we can see why this is happening. Individual components such as Microsoft is breaking through its resistance. So again, Microsoft had a potential sell swing against it, but that did not come to pass, at least today. So what we had take place in the technology sector is a bullish break, and that's taking place in other stocks like Microsoft. Facebook joins it above 205. So it held support above 200, did not really pull back, could not even make it to its 200 and the 20-day moving average test, and it also is breaking through to new highs. Amazon joins. It didn't even try to pause. Amazon's prior high is 1760, and it resulted in a large, big trend day, gapping us toward 1800 for Amazon shares. Now, other names aren't so bullish. Apple's one of them. Apple is in a trading range roughly between 184 and 191. Netflix, strong stock, getting stronger, but not breaking through today. Actually had a down session today, and that's rare given the other titans of tech, or the monsters of tech, and other components of the technology sector. We'll end with Google, which powerfully, very powerfully, continued its uptrend. Now, that was not a sell session yesterday, and today kept the bullish momentum going, closing at a new all-time high at a roundy at 1200. So in aggregate, we'll take our perspective back toward the Nasdaq chart and its new high, new breakout, push higher, and this could extend. What we're looking for are other examples where the market had a resistance play, in this case 7,000, and then broke through it. Maybe see a couple days sessions up, maybe see even more. Like this time back in June. The last time we went to 7,000, looked like it could be a sell swing, but instead we got the breakout outcome. And that continued for about 2 weeks. So be careful, TheoTrade. We're at this make or break spot. This is what we live for as traders. We love activity, we love actions, we love markers, spots, because we can manage our risk, put on positions, option contracts, sell premium, make a play, manage the risk. But as we frame out our trades, intraday or otherwise, we trade the departure from key levels. And in this case, it could be a continued upside breakthrough maneuver that's still going to trick and trap a lot of traders, which just adds bullish fuel to this unexpected breakout. Be careful, be safe. And this is Corey Rosenblum bringing you the TheoTrade nightly video for July 12th, 2018.